friends, welcome to One Flight Down. Welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. Well, backstage today at the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge for a special reason. Today is Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday, and it's a special Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday because I'm looking at what's in the back of your beer fridge, and I am asking that to BrewTube legend Don from Don's Beer Reviews.
Well, I had to put my mining gear on to get through the back of my fridge. It was that deep. I set up an expedition. I had ropes and everything, and I finally got to the back of the fridge, and I found this Innis Gunn Caribbean Rum Cask, Scottish Red Ale.
And the great thing is, I just happen to have one of those in my fridge.
Well, wasn't that a coincidence?
I had one in the middle of my beer fridge.
That's amazing. And I've got my Innis Gunn glass, but it's a lager glass, so don't mention that.
Okay. Well, I got mine, and it's more of would this be a tulip glass? I think it's a tulip glass.
Yeah, like a tulip glass. Yeah. Chalice. Yeah.
Yes. I've got the classy glass.
Yeah, I've just got the lager rubbish. Yeah.
So, Don, you've got more than one beer fridge to go through, don't you? You've got like a whole beer room.
I've got two fridges. One is my review fridge.
Yeah.
So any beer's ready for review, I put them in there. And I've got my storage fridge.
Nice.
So the best before date on this is 1994 or something. That's before you were born, Alan. So, no, I think it's about 2 or 3 year old. But I've got a lot of Innis Gunn, quite out of date, but they're still okay.
Well, it's just kind of worked out because that's one of the few Scottish beers we can get here. Like, occasionally, you might see something like Belhaven. You might see you used to see Tennants all over the place, but you don't really see it that much.
Yeah, even I don't drink Tennants. I drink anything, but I won't drink Tennants. Tennants lager. I mean, if you like fizzy coloured water, nothing for that.
I always think of that when as a train beer. The last time I was in Scotland, like 9 years ago, that was what they served on the train.
Yeah, and now you can't drink on the trains.
I better have to cancel my trip plans now.
In Scotland, no alcohol in trains. It's like, wow, what have we gone through the looking glass here? Yeah, so
I might have to rethink my summer trip plans now.
Yeah, my mate drinks Tennant's lager, and I said, "Let me try it." No, nothing now. No flavour. One of my mates gave him a can. It was Utopia British Lager. It was called.
Okay.
Beautiful. And he tried it and he says, "I don't like that. It's too much flavour." So, no, it had flavour. Oh, I don't want that in a beer. Flavour.
I think that person should have a beer review channel. It would be pretty funny. Oh, I don't like this. There's too much flavor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, flavor. I don't want flavor.
Oh, this Coors Light is lovely.
Yeah, it's that on a par with the American macros, you
know. So I think I bought this last year, last summer. I remember buying a 4-pack of beers from Innis Gunn. Discovered I also had the original. Still left from that pack. Yeah. Everyone. How old is your original?
And that's probably older than the other one. That was 1992. Oh, wow. And I've got the Gunpowder IPA.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had an IPA. No, they.
Yeah. I don't know if they export that one. I think it's sort of just for local consumption. That was the one I'd done a shot from my longer video. Okay. And I had, when I opened the cap, I had it exploding.
Oh,
and I had it changed over a cut. So I had my face blackened and smoke coming out my head and everything. Gunpowder. I think that shot got about 3 views. So.
Oh, no.
That's how popular it was. No, I got a lot of views, so it's like I found the level I'm at, you know. 'Cause my highest viewed shot was me, an edit of me burping. There's lots of different burps. I thought, that's the highest viewed. So I've found my level. I've found my audience, you know. Yeah.
Wow. I think my highest was walking to my closest brewery.
Right.
And I can walk there in like 2 minutes. So I did it as a short. I think that was the best performing short I ever did.
Who knows what the algorithm is?
Yeah. I don't understand how YouTube Shorts works.
Yeah. Plus, well, we're pretty niche beer reviews, you know.
Yeah.
My cousin says that I was talking to her on Monday. She says, I'm sorry I don't watch you anymore. She says, but I'm not really interested in beer. That's fair enough. I says, it is niche, you know, it's a small market sort of thing. You know?
Yeah, I've got people who used to watch all the time. I think quit drinking.
Anymore. Somebody describing their experience of beer is a niche, you know.
Yeah. I'm surprised how many of us do this, and I'm surprised how many people watch it.
I know, yeah, it's great, you know. I love it. People do watch, you know.
All right, are we going to get into this beer?
Yeah, right. Okay, doc. I've got Old Faithful, my bottle opener stolen from a hotel in Calcutta in the Second World War by my stepfather.
Wow.
Great Eastern Hotel.
I've got opener envy right now because I've just got this little thing that I got from Mark and Rachel in Arizona. They sent me this little bottle opener I've got on my keychain.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I would put this on my keychain, but I'd get arrested as a lethal weapon. The Great Eastern Hotel, Calcutta. Sherry's Cocktail Lounge.
Ooh. Wow.
I did look it up. It still exists. So.
Mine just says happy hours with Mark and Rachel. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Yeah. Right. I'll crack it on.
All right. Let's get this open.
Let's hope it doesn't explode. The ampersand standard crown.
Yeah, I've got the same down on the floor here. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pour this into our appropriate.
A nice dark color. I don't know if it's supposed to be that color after all this time. I think it is.
Well, mine's only a year old, so I'm assuming mine is the way it's supposed to be. And I think they look pretty similar. Yeah,
that is perfect. There is a reddish tint to it. Oh, yeah, if I look at my light through it, it's red.
Yeah, like I've got to basically, hold it up to a light that is off camera there. But if I'm looking dead on, it looks pretty black. I see a little tinge of red on the edges a little bit.
Yeah.
And then kind of a tan head.
Yeah.
And what did it say on the bottle about this? It said matured for spiciness. This beer is our Caribbean rum cask matured to unlock natural hints of vanilla, fruit, and spice, aged for 51 days.
Yeah.
Very
or 10 years and 51 days. A Scottish red beer. I don't see many Scottish red beers.
I'm trying to think now if I have or not.
Yeah,
I think, like I said, most of the Scottish beer I see here is
very few
Innis Gunn.
Scottish red beers. And what's unusual is a clear bottle.
Yeah.
You didn't see many clear bottles. So if it was stored in a shop on the shelf, can it go skunky, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's the clear bottles and green bottles are supposed to be really bad for that. Yeah. So
that head is developed quite nicely, nice and thick and creamy.
Yeah, mine hasn't dissipated at all.
It does smell a bit spicy.
Yeah, I smell like the fruits in there, like
raisin or dates or something.
Exactly, yeah. That smells good.
A fruity, like an orange peel or something. That might
maybe. I'm not really getting the vanilla at all.
No. Maybe on the more on the flavour. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I do get like kind of those dark fruits for sure.
Yeah. It looks very nice. That
It
when you
does.
look at it through the light, that looks absolutely beautiful.
Not bad for something you had kicking around for 10 years, eh?
No, yeah. Oh, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers, Tom.
Sláinte. Cheers. That's very nice.
Yeah, mine is fantastic. And I do get the vanilla taste wise.
I tell you what, you pick up the cask, the rum.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but
No, I can pick up the rum for sure.
yeah,
And then that
yeah,
vanilla at the end just smooths it
yeah,
all out.
yeah. Fruity.
Almost dessert kind of beer.
Yeah, like raisins or plum pudding or
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
Yeah. Like
a wee bit of bitterness at the back end, but no, not a great deal.
not much. Yeah. Yeah. It's like screw the dessert. I'll just have one of these. Beer for dessert.
Lovely and smooth.
Yeah, this is super smooth.
Minimal carbonation. Easy drinking. What was it, 6.2% or something?
Good question. I don't know if we covered that. The writing is so small on this.
Yeah, that's Scottish writing. We're mean with our character.
It's got nothing to do with my poor eyesight. Oh, there we are. It's on the back. 6.8. 6.8.
6.8%.
Yeah.
330ml bottle. I'm glad it's a wee bottle. Yeah. Oh, they're in Randolph Crescent in Edinburgh.
Okay.
That's the nearest city to me. It's about 30 miles.
Yeah.
I'm exactly halfway between Edinburgh and Berwick and the English border, Scottish border.
Okay.
Halfway between. So, and you shall be visiting us in August, Alan.
Absolutely, yeah. Late August, I will be visiting Don. Hopefully, sitting right next to him, right there.
Yeah.
Going to be going to Ireland for a few days, and Don hopefully will be joining.
Yeah, we'll see if they let me in the country. I'll make you have to change my identity. I don't know. Maybe wear a dress or something. I don't think it pass. I don't. Maybe in Canada, but not in Ireland.
That's right. I think I've seen you in a dress, actually.
Probably. I've got a dressing up box there, so I've probably got a dress. I've got a box of hats and outfits.
Well, yeah, August 18th, we're going to be at the oldest pub in the world, Sean's Bar.
Sean's Bar in Athlone,
Ireland. It's like about an hour's drive outside of Dublin.
And Westmeath is the county.
And everyone is invited. Whoever wants to come, and if you get there first and get served a beer first, we'll just buy you beers all day. Everyone.
Right. That's the challenge I am willing to take. That's on the 19th of August.
18th. Oh, did I cut you out? Where's Don? There's Don. Sorry about that.
Added to the stream. Thank you very much. Hello.
No problem.
Hi.
I believe it's the 18th. Yeah, Monday.
August in Athlone, Sean's Bar. I'll be at the bar on the 17th. Just waiting for opening time on the 18th. Pint, please. Guinness?
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have my sleeping bag and everything.
yeah. Well, I'll take a hammock or something. Oh.
That's right. Yeah.
So Sean's Bar, if anybody's interested, that'd be fantastic. Some of the beer tubers. There's not many Scottish beer tubers. There's not many Irish beer tubers.
Yeah, I don't know if I follow anyone from Ireland. I think I've got 2 from Scotland, a couple from the UK. You probably follow a lot more UK than I do, obviously, but but I don't think I know of anyone from Ireland.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. There was one guy I used to watch. I can't remember his name, but I don't think he does it anymore.
Okay.
Used to interview a lot of people. Thomas was there, something like that.
Okay.
If it was before yesterday, I can't remember.
Yeah.
If it was before this morning, I can't remember. So this is an absolute cracking beer. Have you had this before? Yeah.
Yeah, I have definitely had this before.
Yeah.
That's why I just let that one kind of sit in the back of the fridge for a while.
Yeah. And I said earlier, I've still got a case of this that I found at the bottom of my pile. I had one in the fridge. I've got 23 bottles of this.
Wow. I can't wait to see. I want a tour of Don's beer storage.
Yeah. So I've got. Well, I'm doing that last box because the fridge is full. But you have to mount an expedition to get to the back of it. And I was watching you earlier on with your Trappist Rochefort 10.
Yeah.
And I found a Rochefort 8 in my fridge. Yeah.
Nice.
And I like Shimmy. Like the Shimmy white. I got 3 bottles of that. The Shimmy red and the Shimmy blue.
Yeah. Oh, those are good beers.
They're fantastic beers.
Yeah.
A Trappist, another Trappist one I can't remember. La Trappe.
Okay.
So because when I buy a beer, I'll sometimes buy like a case of them, and that must be left over for that, and I've just forgotten about it, you know.
Okay.
So that back of the beer fridge Sunday is a great idea.
You should really be doing one. I don't do them all the time now because I don't have the backlog that I had before. Like I've got these bottles down here are older, but they're kind of like, special edition bottles. And then I've got my 2 beer fridges. So I've got my review fridge.
Yeah.
Then I've got just like my
storage.
My kitchen fridge.
Everyday drink.
Yeah, that's where I have all my everyday.
That's like my perfect draft is my session, my everyday. The London Pride I've got on at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll just pour some. An op-ed pour. Let's see.
I am so jealous of those pouring systems. We don't really have those here. Oh, it makes a noise.
Well, I've got a blade. That's 8-litre kegs. The perfect draft is 6-litre kegs. But I've got the sub. That's 2-litre kegs. And they used to have maybe 40 different brands, beers. I think they're down to 2. They do Heineken and some other thing.
Yeah.
So if you've got a sub-machine, you're snookered. You're screwed. You can't get beer for it now.
That's too bad. Yeah, the machines never really took off here. Like I
think it was during COVID that really took off, especially like the blade.
Yeah,
which is I don't know if I can see the big machine. This
big wow, yeah, Robbie the robot.
Yeah, and it was like
whoa, where's Don?
Oh, I'll tell you what it is. This is my webcam.
Oh, okay.
What it's done is it's now using the laptop's camera.
Okay.
So I have no idea where that happened. That's actually not too bad quality. It might be a tad overexposed.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Actually, if I do that, that's better because you can't see my face. You see my teeth.
We see old Don down below.
You can see the Don. That was in a brew pub in Beijing.
Oh, fun!
And it's the last thing I expected to find. It was just around the corner from the hotel, and we've seen this pub, a brew pub. You know, the big brew vessels and all the rest of it through the big glass wall. Go in there, and I ordered a pint of porter, and it was like sublime. It was like maybe it was just I was missing good beer or something. I don't know, but it was like wow, it was like
nice,
fantastic, So
nice.
I'll have to go back and try it again. So it's a long way to go for a pint of beer. But,
it's a long way to go. I mean, I'm going from Winnipeg to Ireland and Scotland, though, so that's a long.
Well, that's right, yeah. And you have to drink the Guinness there as well. I don't know if you're a Guinness drinker, Alan.
Oh, I love Guinness. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Guinness. I think you're the one who I first learned to chug a Guinness from. Like, when the chug challenge is
going. Chug. Josh Ellis, his Winter Challenge.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing like lagers, like highly carbonated beers.
Yeah.
But a nitro beer or a stout or something like that, they're easy to chug, So.
Yeah, I think it was from you I learned that, because the first couple times I did Josh's challenge, I did I did like the lightest macro beers I could find.
Yeah.
And then it's like I hated doing it, and then I saw you do a Guinness. I said, next time I'm going to give that a try. Anytime I got to chug a beer now, it's always a Guinness. Yeah.
I'll tell you, the first time I drank Guinness was my mate. I think I was 17. We were in a pub, and he says, because I thought like Guinness was like an old man's drink. Well, I'm an old man now. I was only 17 then, 1977. Oh my God. So he says, try this. He says, it's like drinking milk. So I tried it, and it was like drinking milk out the fridge. It was that smooth and creamy and utterly delicious. Not a great deal of flavour, but and ever since then, I've been a Guinness drinker.
Okay.
There was nothing else. Every pub you go into, in Scotland anyway, even in England mostly.
Yeah.
There's always Guinness on, always. And if you didn't fancy any of their macro lagers or something, pint of Guinness is your go-to, So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, I think for me, like here, it's kind of your introduction to beers from the British Isles, I guess.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because, I remember, well, it was hard to get it in the house, but a lot of bars had it. Not a lot, but a few bars had it on tap here.
Yeah.
You can get it easily in cans now. But I remember being like a teenager, and we'd have relatives visit from Scotland, and my dad would try to find Guinness for them. But he would find the knockoff Canadian brands that weren't good.
Oh right, yeah.
So my first couple of stouts weren't great, but
And I mentioned earlier on, I had the other day, I've got a review, I'll post it this week. The Guinness West Indies Porter.
That sounds amazing.
Wow. Really. I think I've heard people talking about it.
Yeah.
It's Slurpee Dave and that.
Okay.
The Hoppy Traveller.
Yeah.
Sent me it.
Okay.
Dan. He sent me a box of 8 beers, and every one has been phenomenal. He knows his stuff, It's like, and he knows how to pick and choose the decent beers, So I've hired him as my beer consultant. He's he's going to choose all my beers from now on.
Nice. It's good to have a beer guy.
Yeah. So this West Indies Porter, highly recommend.
So is that like because here we just get the Guinness stout. Are there different things that Guinness does over there that we're not seeing here?
It's their project team find old recipes for the Guinness diaries, beer books, recipe books and that. And this was an 1801 recipe. So the product, they've tweaked it a bit.
Yeah.
And this is their West Indies Porter. I think it's quite widely available.
Okay.
But it's a 6%. So is it a porter or is it a stout?
I don't really know the difference.
Then it was just a porter.
Yeah.
And I think a stout was a stronger version of a porter. Something like that. I don't know.
They're kind of interchangeable now, though.
So you can get strong, low ABV stouts. Like Guinness is 4.2 or something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't say it's a proper stout, So it's dry stout, so it's no like. I love it.
And you get into the imperial
porter, so I think it's delicious. It's a lovely. You're worth trying, if you like stout or porter.
But yeah, those you get into those imperial stouts and you're getting into like 11, 12%. It's like
yeah. Aye, well, the one I've got is 18.2. Dancing with Her Ghosts, it's called.
ooh.
I'll save that bottle for when you come across that one.
All right, that sounds good. Well, so in a few months, we'll that review will be
Yeah.
up
Well,
on our
August 10th, what was it? The 19th of August is only 10 weeks away.
Oh, I know it's coming up fast. It's coming up fast.
It's June already. It's June.
Yeah.
It was Christmas last week.
It feels like it.
Yeah. Well, it's Christmas, June the 1st.
I know. Like a month ago, we had no leaves on our trees a month ago, and now it's just beautiful out here. So.
Yeah, beautiful sunshine.
Yeah.
You can see behind my closed curtains. Now, that camera is very overexposed.
All right. Well, okay. So we're gonna cut this one here, but thanks, Don, for joining me. Really cool. We have the same beer. I'm so excited. We have the same beer.
I've got some left. Not even 5 mil. But, let's see. Every last drop of goodness. That's what you call desperate.
And if you're
waste not, want not. Thank you very
much
for inviting me, Alan.
So happy to have you.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, I keep meaning to invite more people to do this, but you're top of my list, and it still took me like 2 months.
I'll keep an eye out for the review.
It should be up in about 2 weeks, I would say.
Up in August 19th. We'll watch it together.
There might be a bit of editing involved in this one. There was
I think so. The bit where I disappeared for a while. My bloody webcam. It's supposed to be a top of the range one as well. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to have one off camera, I'm up for that. But everyone else, great to see you. Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Off, I'm out.